Hi, welcome to Pixel Talk. Today we're going to be discussing Man of Steel.
The newest Superman movie since 2006, Superman Returns!
So as I said, Superman Returns. It was awful. It was awful. Nothing was good. Actually, there's that airplane scene.
I like the part when he lifts up the island. You know what really bugged me about that?
What?
There was just that one part when he gets stabbed by the kryptonite,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like lifting up the island.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, when he goes to the hospital, and he still has it in him, and that's what's killing him. Like he lifts up the entire island
of kryptonite.
like basically a continent. He basically lifted up a continent of it, and that tiny little thing in him is still making him die when he gets. Like, still, I don't know.
It made no sense. That whole movie made no sense. So that's not what we're talking about today.
Yeah, we're talking about the newest one.
Man of Steel. Okay, so as you guys know, Man of Steel is really controversial.
Yeah, people either
hate it or love it.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes didn't like it.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is more than one people.
Rotten Tomatoes like the My Little Pony movie more than it.
Really?
Seriously, I think
No, but the thing is, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, actually, screenshot. If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, 82% of people liked it, but only 56% of critics liked it. So, the topic's on everyone's mind. Why did critics not like it, but the general public did?
Well, here's the thing that I always think about superhero movies is like.
You should speak up.
This is what I always think about superhero movies is like the people who like it, or people who don't like it. Like Spider-Man, like the newest Spider-Man, I hate it because I'm a big Spider-Man.
It was bad.
I'm a big Spider-Man fan, but all the critics liked it.
They did?
Yeah, it got good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I could be wrong, but I know that some people liked it, but a lot of fans didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of the thing. The fanboys either love it or hate it, but the critics just love it or hate it too, but for different reasons.
Different reasons, yeah.
I'm not as big as a Superman fan.
I love Superman! He's my favorite superhero!
Yeah.
I love him!
But you did teach me a lot of stuff, like his psychology and that kind of thing.
Yeah. No, but, no.
Yeah.
You can speak.
So what are your thoughts on the newest one?
You see, my thoughts is that it was everything I needed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
it was everything the Superman fandom needed, and it will only be that.
No, but like since the George Reeves show, like there's always been something missing. Like either it was like you for the time the special effects weren't high class enough to make like the pure like wow factor you need for a Superman movie. 2006 the special effects were, but they screwed up the script so bad and they made him like a wooden plank with like costumes, so he didn't really work. But Man of Steel was so good. It was so perfect.
The thing I really took from it was even like early in the movie. It's just kind of like that first scene where he's like, he's in school and he sees through the people and sees his muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that moment you're like, oh, I get it now.
No, the whole
because you realize because then you realize he's not super. He's just more human than anything else. He's just an alien. He's
not like so many people like, oh, I wish I was Superman, but they don't realize like the hardships that would come with being so different from an outcast in society. It's like having a mental illness, kind of.
Yeah, I think
like a mental illness.
I always thought that Superman was kind of a bad character. And no, this is before I met you. I used to always think he was like, he's OP, everything about him is like, he can't die. Where's the thing in it? But then you realize,
that's what makes him so good.
that's not what makes him. But the thing about it is that this is what I thought about the creators of Superman was kind of like they just gave him too many powers for kids. But then when the kids grew up, they're kind of like, oh, this is kind of stupid. So they're like, we have to tone him down a little bit.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like,
that's the
okay, so what does
the Silver Age?
So then we'll make him fight fair and do that. Or, was the kryptonite always involved in the originals?
Kryptonite was there since the Golden Age, but it wasn't there since the very in the early 40s. They didn't have it, but it was introduced. It was introduced still in the Golden Age, but it was introduced after Superman 1. But the thing is, in the 80s and late 70s and stuff, they realized that they can't make any good stories anymore with someone this powerful. So they start to focus more on his inner self instead of his adventures. You know what I'm saying?
I think that really I think that shapes a lot. Not even
Superman,
not even and I think that's what I think a lot of action movies kind of miss.
Yeah,
it's kind of like if you look at Fast and the Furious, or Transformers, then yes, Transformers, people like it, I guess. Not even.
Transformers.
No, but I'm saying is people are just gonna oh, we're gonna put all this action into it. We're gonna make it this big blockbuster thing, but they didn't really
get the
They
point.
didn't get
Yeah.
the point of what it should be. Like, people don't want...
And that's the thing with Man of Steel, because all the critics are like, oh, there's too much action, there's too much explosions. You can't make a Superman film without explosions and actions. You can't have that.
But that was my one thing I didn't really like about it. And no, hear me out.
I'm hearing you.
The CGI and everything about it was great, but it just got stale after a while. It's like, giant fight, oh, this is awesome. Giant fight, okay, giant fight. Okay, I mean, it was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it got a little bit stale after a while.
But the final fight with especially... Okay, by the way, spoilers beyond this point. I'm about to spoil the whole movie.
Put like a little link to
you can skip out the spoilers.
Yeah.
But the ending where he kills Zod, that was good. Why does everyone hates it so much?
I think people just...
They want to find
They want the Superman they grew up with.
They want Christopher Reeve.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What were we talking about before that?
Christopher Reeve wouldn't kill Zod. He did, but
yeah, he did.
He threw him down a chasm like a giant ice chasm.
And here's the thing that a lot of people say, oh, Superman would never do that. But this is the thing that I'm actually thinking about it now, is like...
He had no choice.
No, but it's that, but this was Superman before... This was his first real thing. He didn't know...
Oh, no. I read this thing on Reddit where this guy was...
We're not mentioning Reddit every 5 seconds, so don't...
No, but I read this thing on Reddit where this guy... If I can find his username, I'll put it here.
Yeah.
But he was saying this thing where he was like... This is Superman, like, what if him killing Zod, because this is an origin story, right?
Yeah.
What if him killing Zod is what caused him to create that rule that he can't kill?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was like he just...
Maybe after like the next movie he won't kill anymore because of like the emotional troubles that came with killing Zod in this one. And people were arguing that he wouldn't do that. He's killed before, only once, and he killed Zod. He killed Zod in the comics. The only time he's ever killed was Zod.
Nerd rage.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one thing that I really made a lot of comparisons. I really was thinking about a lot. Is that
Jesus.
that? But also, it was a lot like Spider-Man should have been. And hear me out. Like, Spider-Man is kind of like he's the superhero who shouldn't have been. It's kind of like he was too big. His responsibility's too big for him, and you kind of get that kind of comparison with what, like the scenes in Superman. I think Spider-Man 1 and 2 were good. 3 and
Spider-Man.
No, but I think they didn't really manifest the real kind of I'm alone in this world, I need help. Superman really did.
Yeah.
And I think that's...
No, I think the thing about Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie did that perfectly. The whole manifesting. He felt like it. No, but the thing about Spider-Man is he was an outcast before the powers. So then when he got the powers, he's like, oh great, more difference. And then he realized to use it to his own good after his uncle died. Spoilers! After Uncle Ben died. Everyone knows that. It's like common knowledge.
Wait,
now.
the rice guy died?
I don't even know. I don't get that joke.
Uncle Ben.
How's the rice guy?
It's like a rice company.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, whatever. Cool. Uncle Ben Rice. Cheerio.
Product placement.
Oh, speaking of product placement, there's a lot of that. Nokia and Nikon and IHOP and
IHOP. He works at the IHOP. Oh my God, they're crashing the IHOP lanes. I think the movie did do a lot.
Waffle House is better.
The thing I never really understood is I don't think like not even Superman, but a lot of bullies in movies they don't really act like that. I don't really think.
Yeah, like Pete.
Was that what the guy's name was?
Pete, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I mean, it's just like not just in movies. I just think like in TV shows and stuff. It's not really what bullies don't like. Hey, punk, give me your money. It's not like that. They just kind of like throw stuff at you. It's like, man, I'm gonna you, like something like that.
Yeah.
So what about acting?
Everyone was good besides for Superman's Earth Bomb. Superman's
Superman was Krypton Mom. I think the best acting.
Superman's Krypton Mom.
Okay, so best actors. I think Lois Lane was really good.
Everyone hates her. If you read the descriptions, but I thought
she was okay.
She did the character right. She did the character justice.
Shut up.
But no, I thought Henry Cavill as Superman was perfect.
Yeah.
Get ready for a fanboy like storm. He was on par with Christopher Reeve.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a big Superman fan, so I wouldn't know.
Christopher Reeve's like with Superman fans, he's the god. He's worshipped because he looked like Superman.
He's like
he's a god.
Best scenes.
Best scene and
my favorite scene in that movie was when he was like seeing through the people and like I said
that's half the scene. The scene where he goes in the closet.
Yeah, and he just sees like it
reminds you of an autistic kid.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
But it was just kind of like you just understand like everything that's going on with him. It's not like everyone just thinks like, he was a kid who was born this super guy, and it's like he just feels bad because he's not like humans. But that's not what it really is.
It was more
it's that.
Not only did he feel bad, he couldn't control his powers.
Yeah, and he needed, and I think.
And that's something, by the way, that's something that shapes the Superman character, which makes him such a great character, is he spent his whole life until like his late childhood thinking he was a human. This was like some weird social thing, until he found out his true story. So then when he found that out, he didn't truly want to accept it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then that's why Superman never shows his true powers. He always just kind of lays low and uses what he can to get through the situation. He'll never like, let's say he has to bust through a wall. He'll never be like, oh, I'm gonna fire like my laser vision, my freeze breath, shatter with my mega punch. He's not gonna do all this stuff. He's just gonna punch it through. He's never gonna do.
He's never gonna do anything
more than he can.
Because he wants to be.
He wants to be as human as possible.
Yeah.
It's an inner conflict.
My
with
voice
itself.
just like cracked. I was like, yeah.
It's an inner conflict with itself. Is that it?
Is that it?
That's it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Worst ending ever.